House Speaker Paul Ryan doing his weekly press conference, of course, after the collapse of the attempt to repeal and replace the ACA last week.
Freedom and limited government. We all want to make it easier for families to pay the bills and take care of their loved ones. We all want a system in health care where everybody can have access to affordable coverage. We have more choice and competition. We don't want a government-run health care system. We all agree on these things. So we're not going to retrench into our corners or put up dividing lines. Today, we broke down many of those dividing lines within our conference. There's too much at stake to get bogged down in all of that. We're going to move forward on the things the American people sent us here to do. Today, the House is going to act on another Congressional Review Act measure to reverse bad regulations. So far, Congress has sent 10 of these measures to the President's desk. In the 20 years before this, Congress did one of these. We're also committed to securing our border, rebuilding our military, and fixing our infrastructure. And we want this to be the last tax season Americans have to put up with this broken tax code. Since I became Speaker, I have talked about the need to go from being an opposition party to being a proposition party and a governing party. It may take a little bit more time, but we're certainly listening and we're going to get there. The way I would just describe the meeting we just had with our members is we are all going to work together and listen together until we get this right. It is just too important. Obamacare is a collapsing law. Obamacare is doing too much damage to families. And so we're going to get this right. And in the meantime, we're going to do all of our other work that we came here to do.
Well, I want to convey exactly what the Speaker just said. We had a very good conference. A conference that, from a microcosm, people on all sides. And the discussion was exactly what the American people are talking about. We promised that we would repeal and replace Obamacare. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Friday, timeline wasn't there. The votes were not there yet. That doesn't mean that we're not going to get there. And that's what this conference was about and what we're actually working towards. In the meantime, we will go back onto the floor, as the Speaker talked about, from our regulatory reform. As you've watched, prior to this Congress, only one has ever been signed into law. Well, we will take the FCC privacy regulation up. That'll be the 15th one that has passed the House. The President signed 4 others into law yesterday, again surpassing the total. This is the part of the plan of putting America back to work, bringing common sense regulation back and continuing on our path to repeal and replace Obamacare. And coming out of that conference, I have more confidence that we will get it done.
After this morning, the resolve of our conference to repeal Obamacare and replace it has never been stronger. I think it was really positive, the openness that members have to working to get to yes that weren't there. And I do think it was important, again, to point out that the vast majority of our conference was already there in support of the bill that we want to put on President Trump's desk. To my Democrat colleagues who were celebrating Friday's action, I think their celebration is premature, because I think we're closer today to repealing Obamacare than we've ever been before, and surely even closer than we were Friday. So we're going to keep working. This issue isn't going away. Obamacare continues to fail the American people. You're going to continue to see double-digit increases in premiums because Obamacare doesn't work. And so the fact that our conference is more resolved than ever to repeal this law is very encouraging, and we're not going to stop until we get it done.
Coming out of the conference, I remain very optimistic about our agenda. And from the beginning, we've known that it is a very aggressive agenda that we have. And we remain committed to a better health care future to every person in this country. We also want to get to tax reform, keeping America safe, rolling back the regulations. We're working on that again this week, putting people back at the center of this government. We are committed, fully committed, to rethinking this government from top to bottom. Because if there's one thing that last week taught us, is that we are united around shared goals. Now, how we go about implementing our vision is sometimes where we differ. But I am confident. I'm confident in our ability to come together, unify around shared goals, and improve everybody's lives in this country. More freedom, more opportunity for everyone in this country.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.